My name is Miss Lisa, and we are here today with fun foods. All right, we're here at the Fayette County Public Library, and I got a treat for you. My favorite meal of the day is breakfast. Breakfast is awesome with its pancakes and all the different types of cereal, and you've got waffles, and you've got all kinds of biscuits and gravy. Breakfast is so awesome. One of the things that my mom made as a kid was French toast. Today we're going to take a twist and give you a French toast roll-up. So, some of the things that you need for this French toast roll-up is, of course, some bread. So you need some bread. You're going to need egg. You need cinnamon and sugar. You're going to need cream cheese and Nutella, or just one of those. You are going to need some hot grease because this is going to be a fried food, some hot oil. And in our French toast roll-up, we are going to put apples. Now, I've already heated these apples up. You just need to take one apple, cut it into tiny little pieces, add about 2 tablespoons of some lemon, and stick it on the stove for about 5 minutes. You just want them soft. You're not making applesauce. We just want them soft. So I've already gone ahead and done that. So the next step, of course, is to get the rest of your supplies ready. So I've already put together my my cinnamon and sugar. Let's go ahead and get our eggs ready. So, because when we make French toast, we need to dip it in the egg. So you just need to put 2 eggs in a bowl and beat it up so that it is stirred together. Now, if you're making this for a whole family, you're probably going to need more than 2 eggs. Today, I'm just going to make a couple examples to show you how this works, and then eat it. That's what I'm going to do with it today. All right, so we have our eggs, and we're all scrambled up there. Now, for this French toast roll-up, you're going to want to take your bread and take a sharp knife, and we're going to cut off that crust. Many children don't like to eat crust anyway, so for this French toast roll-up, we are just going to trim that crust right off of there. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the crust off of all of these pieces of bread that I'm going to use today. I'm going to make 4 examples so that you can see how to do this for your family. I never had a problem with eating crust when I was a kid, but I know some kids prefer the sandwich without the crust. So there you can see that I am just trimming the edge off and creating a nice square. Now, I suggest that you don't throw away this crust. Use it for breadcrumbs or use it to feed the birds outside. They would love it. All right, I think I forgot to mention, but you need a rolling pin. We need to flatten this bread. Okay, so here's our bread, and it's on a cutting board, and we're just going to flatten that bread right out. Flat as a pancake, as some people say. All right, so we're just going to take that rolling pin and roll it back and forth, and it gets quite flat. Now, before we started rolling, I did turn the oil on in my frying pan. I turned it to about 350 degrees, so when you are prepared to fry up your food, it will be ready to go. All right, now I've got these really flat, smushed pieces of bread, and I'm going to start with the Nutella. So I'm going to make 2 chocolate ones. So you just take that yummy Nutella and you spread it out on your bread. Okay. You don't want a huge, you don't want way too much, but you want enough to cover it. So we're just going to make a nice smooth topping there of Nutella. And the next step is to take these delicious apples. It's a great way to get some fruit into your child in the morning too. So just make a nice little layer. You just make it a row of apples in the middle of your bread. All right, so we're going to put those right there in the middle of the bread. And then here comes the name. We're going to roll it up. So we're going to take this edge and just roll it up, and you can see that that Nutella is going to stick into that piece of bread. And it's going to roll it up. I'm just going to roll it up. There we go. We have 2 roll-ups. We're just going to set them aside a minute. They're not quite done. Let's go ahead now and make 2 with some cream cheese. Your cream cheese you're going to want to have at room temperature, and probably I would think that you would just want the plain cream cheese. Nothing that has any flavors to it. So we're just going to make a nice layer of cream cheese all over that bread. I got it on the cutting board. Shame on me. All right, let's finish up with this one. Just make a nice layer of yummy cream cheese. Not too much, because it will ooze out if you make it too much. All right, there's our cream cheese. Then again, we're hiding these apples on the inside. You'll notice I cut them in tiny little pieces, and I had cooked them for about 5 minutes before the show in about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. Now we're just going to roll it up. Hide all those apples in that first roll. Roll it up. And that cream cheese seals it up. Let's do this other one. These apples are trying to escape. Okay, we're going to roll it up. Okay. Now's the time to make it like French toast. So, when we make French toast, we're going to dip it in the egg, dip it in the cinnamon and sugar. So, roll it in the egg mixture there, and then put it in the cinnamon and sugar. Let's see if I can find something to twist it with. Okay, make sure it gets all covered. You want plenty of cinnamon and sugar on there. Then I'm just going to set it aside. It's best to go ahead and do the whole, do the whole meal. Do all of them that you've made up. That way we can put it in the oil and cook them all at the same time. You wouldn't want to be trying to watch your food while it's in the oil, while you're still trying to cover this with egg and cinnamon and sugar. All right, let's get these other 2. Okay, it might get a little messy. You might want to have a washcloth or a paper towel on hand. Clean your fingers with. Okay, I love cinnamon and sugar. And in fact, I put a little cinnamon in with my apples so that they're sort of cinnamony apples. All right, we got one more. I'm going to dip it in the egg mixture. Dip it in that scrambled egg and then into the cinnamon and sugar. And we're just going to roll it and get it totally covered. Now, I know my oil is ready because I have turned it to 350 about 7-8 minutes ago. Now, this is the quick yumminess. We're just going to stick this right in that oil. And it's going to fry right up. This is a French toast roll-up. It doesn't take long. On one side, flip it over. We're looking for them to be nice and brown. Looks like some of the cinnamon and sugar is coming off. That's okay. We'll roll it over. Okay. We'll wait another couple seconds and turn it over once more and make sure the toast is nice and brown. It's looking good. Okay. I think your children would love this as a yummy breakfast food alternative to regular French toast. Okay. Have a plate ready when they're ready to come out. And since it's in oil, I would also suggest that you get some paper towel. So, I think those are ready to be pulled out. So I'll pull that out and lay it on that paper towel so that it can soak up any extra of that oil. And then you could even layer some more powdered sugar might be good too. But you could also put a little bit more cinnamon and sugar on top of them. Depends how much sugar you want your child to have in the morning, I suppose. But these are French toast roll-ups with apple inside. If we cut one open, see if we can see what it looks like on the inside. Ooh, it's very hot. That one has the cream cheese and apple inside. They're just simply delicious, folks. Well, this has been a really fun food. It's a French toast roll-up with apples inside. Give your family a special treat and do something different for breakfast. Maybe this weekend you can try this. And if you do, would you please put some comments in our comment section and tell us what you think about these French toast roll-ups. Well, this has been Miss Lisa here at the Fayette County Library. This has been another episode of Fun Foods. I will see you again next Tuesday at 2 o'clock for another fun food. Thanks for watching.